Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. Today I'm at OR BMW here in Shreveport, Louisiana, and this is the 2023 version of the BMW X5. And we're going to try to answer the question, does it live up to its price tag? You can see the price on the screen right now. And if you're interested in buying this very X5 or any BMW, check out the link down in the description of the video. If you want to come here to OR BMW and maybe purchase this exact model or something else that's on the lot here, check out that link. It'll help you to get started. So what exactly do we have here? What are the benefits? Well, there are multiple engine options that are all powerful. That's always a good thing. The interior is spacious for not only driver and passengers, but also when it comes to cargo capacity. So let's get started with our tour and see what's going on and what you can expect to pay for the price that this model sells for. And there are a couple of changes to tell you about, or maybe additions I should say, for 2023. The new Vermilion edition debuts, which is unique paint styling and equipment. The new Climate Comfort package is available, and there are some changes to standard feature and available option packages to simplify things when ordering. Taking a look at the front end, we're going to have full LED lighting everywhere on the vehicle. Not only here on the front end with the headlights, the daytime running lights, obviously the very bright turn signals on right there. And we'll have quite a bit of gloss black. So if you like gloss black, you should be very happy here with all of the different elements around the vehicle, including the grille and then everything we see right here. And you do have an active air curtain right here to help improve aerodynamics, reducing drag, allowing air to flow through the front end right here. You can see where that comes out by the front tire right here, this area, just so you can see that I'm not kidding with you. That is active and it does work. And we're also going to have the forward-facing camera right here, gloss black on the lower portion of the grille. We're going to have the lower grille right here, kind of a honeycomb shape of sorts. And the classic BMW look to the hood right here, the BMW logo, and even with this exterior color, it's a little bit hard to see some of the character lines on the hood, but you can see how everything works its way up off the side on the fender flare here. A little bit of a line here, 90 degrees, but then it starts to gain some character lines as it works its way up onto the hood. A little bit of a rise, and then it goes across. We're gonna have the lines that flow their way up. A little bit hard to see because of the color. I apologize for that, but they start to disappear as they get towards the top of the hood. And then a nice large center section here, not really a bulge, but not too much of an indentation either. It really fits, it really looks nice, it looks right. And what about our tire and wheel size here? We're gonna have 275 on the width, so wide I can't even fit my entire hand across right there. The 35 series sidewall wrapped around the gloss black 22-inch wheels. Red brake calipers up front, definitely gonna set things off. That really works well with that red inside of the gloss black right here. And then we're gonna have another air outlet right here, the vent that is part of the front fender. We're gonna have our power adjustable side view mirrors, turn signaling indicators built in. So body color up top, we're gonna have the gloss black on the bottom, body color on the door handles, and then obviously the surround on the windows. And being that this is the M Sport package on this model, it will have the M Sport suspension, giving the best handling characteristics. We'll finish things off here on the rear with the rear roof spoiler working its way back. Combination again of that gloss black right there and the body color, also the body color shark fin antenna up there. Nice large rear window, easy to see out of. It's going to have the rear window wiper obviously back here, but when you're driving down the road, the purpose of this rear roof spoiler is actually aerodynamics for the rear window to stay clean. It channels air over this area right here. On the rear, just like on the front, we're gonna have the LED tail lights. We're gonna have that BMW logo in the center, obviously the X5. And we know this is all-wheel drive because it has the XDrive logo right there. We're gonna have the active exhaust outlets right here, the finishers right here. No faux exhaust right there as far as the outlets go. So good and active, a very nice looking vehicle for sure. But as nice as it looks, what about horsepower? What about torque? What about that information? Let's pop the hood and we'll find out. Now, I know to the average BMW owner, this may not mean much, but for those who are gearheads like myself, I like the fact that you have the hood release right here where you open the hood. It says 2 times right there. Watch this. I'm going to pull on that twice. And we're going to take a look at what's under the hood. And what's so nice about this is there's no release. You just open the hood. So that release shows us the 3-liter turbocharged 6-cylinder. 335 horsepower, 331 pounds-feet of torque, mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 0 to 60, 5.2 seconds. That's respectable. And what about gas mileage? Is that respectable? Well, let's take a look. 21 city, 25 highway, 23 combined, and 4.3 gallons of gas is what BMW says you should use per every 100 miles you drive. You're probably going to have to keep your foot out of it with that 335 horsepower for those numbers to be achievable. I don't think that would be me. I do like the way everything looks under here. I like the bracing, the 4 different braces that you have here for rigidity. Obviously, you know this is a 6-cylinder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, twin turbo power. Normally, I'm not a big fan of these engine covers. This one's somewhat tastefully done by BMW, so I can't say that it's too terribly bad. And obviously, being an XDrive, you know that power is making its way to the ground via all-wheel drive. And we do have the heated power adjustable side view mirrors. Obviously, you're going to have the cameras built in here, cameras all over the vehicle. And the turn signal indicators built in, nice large turn signal indicators built in as far as this model goes. And then when you work our way to the rear, let's talk about towing numbers. 7,200 pounds is not too bad. You do have the hands-free tailgate back here. We're going to step back and let that do its thing. It is the split tailgate, so you're going to have this area down here that can be used for a multitude of purposes, not just to sit on, but other things as well. Cargo capacity numbers range between a low end 33.9 up to 72.3 cubic feet. And if you want to maximize your cargo capacity, well, there's a couple of different options here. Obviously, you can lower these rear seat backs. I'm just going to pull on the release right here. That automatically comes down. That's very nice. But that's not your only option here. If you're saying to yourself you want to go skiing or whatever the case is, whatever you need to haul back here, but you only need this center section, here's how you do that. There's the release for lowering that area. So creating a pass-through with that center seat area, that has a lot of advantages and a lot of potentials. Obviously, you're going to have the rear lighting back here in the rear cargo area. You're going to have the holders right there for the bags, easily put in place and stowed away. And I like the fact that you have a dampened floor right here. All I'm going to do is pull up on that. You notice that it comes up all by itself, stays in place. Whoever needs to change the tire, if you get a flat tire, they have easy access to that spare tire. And the thing here about this rear tailgate with the split tailgate right here, you'll notice that you can just put this area up if you want to, or you can have that area down and obviously everything open here. Very simple to use, very user effective. It's simplistic. I like that. And then obviously when you go to close everything up, push the button right there and everything is going to close by itself. I'm going to take a closer look into the interior, the nice comfortable armrest right here. That is very soft material. Obviously everything here high-end, very elegant, and it is comfortable. Give it the arm test on the armrest. I didn't really mean for that to rhyme, but it just works that way. And our door bin right here, a lot of space. You can fit multiple sizes of bottles in there, the snacks back here. You're gonna have the M logo right here. It does have that protective film on it right now, so obviously that's not the color that's there, but I'm not gonna peel that off right now. Very nice and comfortable seating. A lot of options here. We've got our USB connectivity. We've got the rear seat pockets right here. Dual air vents here on the rear. You can control the air conditioning right here as well. And then down here on the bottom, I don't know how easily I can show you that. Let's see if I can do this. pull the plug out to expose the 12-volt power outlet. That's all I did was pull that out. And a lot of space back here for the rear seat passengers. I have plenty of room, plenty of headroom, and a very nice view out of the panoramic sunroof. So if you're a fan of the panoramic sunroofs, well, there you go. And while the door bins on the rear doors were nice and large, they're even larger here in the front. The large bottle holder there and more space for the snacks back here. Another comfortable armrest right here. Very nice materials. You can see everything that you have here. A little bit of brushed aluminum with the door handle right there. And that works its way over onto the dashboard with a surround around the air conditioning vents and all the way across. Nice wood grain material, gonna have that nice gloss look to it. And power seats for the driver and the passenger both have the manually adjustable extension right there. You just pull on the release right there and you can release that and adjust it as you see fit or as your passengers see fit. And then we'll take a look here into the glove box. Let's get that to open all the way. A nice comfortable area here. Kind of funny to say that, right? But it is a felt material. Very nice, very elegant. So what you would expect. Now, you do have the way to conceal your cup holders away, just make everything look nice and clean right here, or you can bring that back up. You've got your wireless charging right there, a USB port, another 12-volt power outlet neatly concealed away. Here's the shifter. So for those of you who don't like a push-button shifter, that's a good thing. You have that right there. Does have gloss black. Obviously, we'll go over a little bit more of what's right here later on. But you can use this area to control your infotainment screen if so desired. Here is the button to start and stop the engine. You can change your driving modes right here. Power parking brake, a lot of gloss black. And bombs away, the bomb bay doors will hit the button right there to open those up, revealing space inside the center console as well as the USB port right there. There are a couple of those there. And then a very nice look to the map lights right here. As far as that goes, those do look awfully nice, letting whoever needs to use those have a nice amount of light coming down here. You control the shade by pushing like that for your power shade for the panoramic sunroof. And then obviously you can also use it this way to open and close the sunroof. Now let's try and see what we have here. Obviously the vanity mirrors with the sun visors. When you open that up, the light's going to come on right there. But what I want to see is how far back does this extend. I think that's pretty far. Not all the way to where the door or the window ends, but pretty close to where I don't think that's going to be a problem for most people. Now let's just see if I can get that back in place successfully. And taking a look at the driver's side door, mainly the same as what we saw on the passenger side. A few more controls right here. I probably don't have to tell you what all of those are. One thing I am surprised at, you don't have seat memory on the passenger side, only on the driver's side. At this price point, it seems like it should be on both sides. Controls for the headlights and the lighting all around the vehicle right here. You can control that manually or you can just turn it on to auto if you want to. You do have the tilt and telescopically adjustable steering wheel. It is power adjustable. And then we'll reach down here and hit the button to start everything up. And you can see your BMW X5 flashes up there on the screen. A very nice digital instrument cluster. It does still have the protective film on it, so I'm going to leave that on there. But I think you can see well enough of what's going on there. A lot of good information that you can obviously go through. You have navigation right here. Just makes it a lot easier to glance down there when you need to instead of over to the screen, where it is obviously built in. The head-up display is there. I don't know how well you can see that on the screen. I think you can see that okay. I hope so. And then we're going to have the screen right here, the infotainment screen. There is so much information here that you can go through. Driving information, you can go in and see what's going on with the vehicle, make different changes. There is a lot going on here. And we'll go into vehicle status. You can see what's there, a good view of your vehicle and what you might need to know about it as far as the engine oil level and tire pressure. All that good stuff is there. But one thing I wanted to show you, you have the built-in owner's manual here that has videos available for you to watch, depending on what you want to learn about. Nice graphics, great resolution, It'll tell you everything you need to know about it. And yes, it does actually have voiceover to it. I'm not going to play any of that right now. But if you want to learn how to use any of these features right here and you're not sure what to do, well, this is where you're going to come. A very simplistic system. And then I'm going to go into reverse and show you the camera display. Very nice, very easy to use. So here's the thing. I'm going to go back into reverse real quick. Let's just say that you're wondering what's going on around the vehicle and you want to see different camera views. Here's how you're going to do it. Very simplistic, very easy. You can see what's going on there. You want to see the front camera view. There that is. I don't think there is a front camera washer. It doesn't look like it. If there is, somebody tell me down in the comment section because I can't seem to find one. You do have the car wash feature right here. If you want to use that, it isn't going to automatically wash the car for you. It's just going to get it ready to go through that feature or through the car wash or however you're having that done. And then, like I said earlier, you have a very nice setup here where if you don't want to get fingerprints all over the screen, well, you can use everything down here to help with that. You can see that I'm actually scrolling my way through, and as you can see, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are here, but I'm just using the dial right here. You can push down on that to select. There's a lot there, but one thing that I do want to show you right here, let's go through our different driving modes. You can see what all we have here: Eco, Pro, Comfort, and Sport. So Eco Pro is together, by the way. I made it sound like it wasn't, but you can see that the screen changes. Nice graphics. There's Comfort. And there is Sport. So a very simplistic vehicle, really, but so much technology. But the one question we have left to answer, well, before we do that, let's talk a little bit about our dual zone climate control and all of the functionality here that you have. You do have the heated seats, so if you want to use that, you can. Everything's controlled here. You can see that it's dual zone climate control, very easy to use. So what I've done there is set things up as far as the safety features go. That's this button right here. So if I want to make changes, let's see, lane departure warning. How do I want that to work? Early, medium, reduced, or turn that off. That's how you're going to do that. A very simple system, or all of your safety features are on as you have right there. You may configure that as well. If you want to, for individual settings, here's how you're going to configure that, or you can just turn it on and off in that area where I just showed you. A lot going on here. Now, let's get to that test drive and see what it's like to drive this X5 out on the road. Okay, we're out on the road for the test drive. Kind of a real-world situation here because I have a few vehicles in front of me and, well, it should be interesting. In fact, this Sequoia is driving a little bit on the slow side. Well, it's probably because of the vehicle in front of them, but we're going to cruise on around. I'm not going that terribly fast, but if I needed to, there's plenty of horsepower under my foot. But what about driving this X5? I'll tell you what, the ride quality is wonderful. Just kind of floating its way down the road. Very comfortable, very good at soaking up the bumps. And you combine that with the comfortable seating. These seats are very comfortable, obviously fully adjustable. You can set them up to whatever you need, including that extension here on the front, kind of a thigh extension of sorts. That, for me, takes a little getting used to because I really like having it all the way back. I really don't need to extend it, but that's just me. I don't know. Everybody's different about that. Steering, obviously, very responsive. Steering wheel itself, leather wrapped. As you know, it is heated. I did show you that earlier. But a very easy interior to learn. As much technology as there is here, I have to say, I like what BMW has done, at least in my personal opinion. It's easy to learn and easy to use. It seems to be a lot here, and there is, but once you work your way through it, if you've never had this kind of technology before, or maybe it's more than your current BMW or whatever vehicle you may have, it's not bad. Not bad at all. I am getting a little bit of feedback from the lane keeping assist. I probably would turn that down a notch. It's on, should be set on medium, I believe, right now, but I did kind of notice that coming into play right there, going through the corner just a little bit. Not bad, but you know, at the same time, a little bit more aggressive than maybe I would like. Now, we're going to have to slow down a little bit for this person in front of us who is really slowing down way too early for their turn, but hey, at least they used their blinker. All right, now we'll go. Little bit of an acceleration test, not too much, just a little bit. I can tell, oh yeah, definitely. That 335 horsepower is definitely going to get the job done. Very responsive, that's for sure. Let's see how the shifter paddles work. I'll gear down. Yeah, they're responsive. I would expect that when you pull either side to gear up or gear down, you're definitely going to get the quick response. It's not going to be one of those situations where with some vehicles, when you go to use the shifter paddles, you can pull on either side and you're just kind of counting to yourself and thinking, well, how much longer before it changes gears? But overall, obviously a fun vehicle to drive. It's great for somebody who's single. It's great for a family. Obviously, you are limited to a degree here with seating for 5, but if you have a family of 5 or less, it will definitely get the job done. It will make going to soccer practice or the grocery store an exciting experience, especially when you drive in sport mode. And that is a tour of the 2023 BMW XDrive 40i. Does it live up to its price tag? Well, tell me what you think down in the comments section. Tell me what your answer is and tell me why you answered the way that you did. Gotta say a special thanks to my friends here at BMW for loaning me this X5 for the day, and a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video and you want to learn about other vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I'll see you there.